Guys, this is what happens when you're not a scammer. If you want, you could even check it out for yourself. Look in chat if you want. No, I'm serious. Look in chat if you want. And look in my hand. Since I'm not a scammer, I was just gonna say, can I offer for ostrich? And then she said, yeah, sure. And then she said, I don't know how, then she said, like, how do I know that you're not a scammer? Like, but she said, how I know you are not scamming? Then I said, I don't know. And then she said, it's good. And then I said, I got scammed today, actually. I don't know how to spell, lol. Then she said, okay, give me caterpillar first only. So I gave her the caterpillar, and then I said, I gave large cappy for red fox. Okay, W. You want more? I said W when she gave me it. I said, you want more? Since I was actually offering more. And then I gave her more, and then I couldn't give her the red ant because her inventory was full. And then she said, that's enough after that. And I said, okay, I gave you max inventory. And then she said, oh, well, what else do you have, Lola? Not asking the trade, by the way. Here, I'll give you something. I was like, no way, that big, thank you. You're welcome. I have a lot of pets. A lot. Then she said, yep. And then I said, yep, a whole lot. Do you have divine? Once again, you do not have to give me any. And she said, let me check. And then she said, and then, what? And she said, I have a more, you want it? And then I said, wait, for real? Yeah, free. I said, yeah, thank you so much. And she said, you're welcome. You're not a scammer. You deserve it. So that's what happens when you're not a scammer. Guys, do never scam. And then I said, what does mole come from? And then she said, I don't know. I got gifted. And then I said, okay. Another dough. And then she said, I have another dough. And I was like, okay, cool. Ember in stock. Wait, Ember? Oh, okay. Well, but that was a little while ago. So yeah, that's basically how I got a free mole and an ostrich. And I think something else actually. She gave me another one for free. She gave me a couple other stuff for free. She gave me a bee and a seagull. And a squirrel. No, an orange tabby. She gave me a whole bunch of stuff. But yep. And that's what happens when you're not a scammer. Guys, just never scam, please. Oh, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to Arts Roblox. Yeah. Helps me a lot, by the way.